today's cup of coffee, we have we do have an article, but I did watch the dart hitting the asteroid Dimorphos.
Them
today.
fucks just caused the apocalypse.
It could have happened.
It just caused
they
the
were very
beginning of the
pleased with
apocalypse.
themselves, and I'm sure that you will see this.
Y'all just fucking shot it into our trajectory.
I'm sure that you all will see this over and over and over. I will leave a link for, I watched it live here on YouTube on the NASA channel. Nonetheless, and it's just like, I always wonder, because I don't trust anything at this point, could it have been CGI? We don't know.
Do you really? No, now that sort of stupidity would not be CGI, because they would actually do that.
And they were very pleased with themselves, whether they've done something.
Like,
and it was,
let's shoot a rocket into space and hit this rock with it. Fucking bunch of scientific jocks in lab coats.
It could be. You know, and it's like
playing games with fucking asteroids in the asteroid belt that need to fucking... We just shot a fucking thing that's going to be on our trajectory. It's going to turn right back into us because that's how it does.
It could be. You never know.
Yeah, the idiots just shot it right into us. It was fine where it was.
Well, you know how kids, that when they find out as far as that they can fry an ant with magnifying glass.
I never was one of those kids.
I never did that either. And that some people, you know, as far as your glasses, as far as eyeglasses,
someone
that you
burnt
can do
the
that.
lizard.
Oh, that's horrible.
They burnt the lizard.
That's horrible. But anyhow, and I know these people think that they've done a good thing as far as planetary defense, and that this was you had representatives from basically all nations that worked together on this. And is this another one of these Project Bluebeam things? You know, oh, we've got incoming mothership. We must try to blow it up.
It's an elaborate shitstorm.
But it's like millions and millions.
But they actually shot a fucking rock, hit the damn thing, and they're going to use the alien shit as a deflection of our actual impending doom to cover up their own fuck up from the past. That fuck up, what is it? They shot a damn rock. They shot a damn rock with a rocket.
It could be something and it could be nothing. It could just be that these kids were bullied in high school and it's just like hitting.
I'll show y'all. I'll kill the entire human race.
That they're flicking.
Fuck the school shooters. You got to worry about the scientists out there.
Well, that's true. Lately, that has definitely been true.
Got to worry about those people in NASA.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because any kind of agency that has all these alphabet, you know, they're not for the people. You know that.
I know that's dark. I know what I said was dark, but I'm like, dark, it's true.
In today's world, you don't know.
But you got to worry about both, honestly.
I was listening to Tony HeIIer on BitChute earlier because he was yeeted off of YouTube for telling the truth about the climate bullshit. I actually got, because we had mentioned climate change in the previous Cup's title, I got one of those little banner things.
That is more information on climate change here.
That is caused primarily by fossil fuels. That is disinformation.
Do they not know that methane is a pollutant?
Oh, yeah, that's the reason as far as AOC that they wanted to try to contain the cow farts.
But those body farms.
They don't care.
That's methane.
This is all.
That's methane.
Anyhow, Tony HeIIer was talking about. Now I lived through this
methane
too. I'd say that
from rotting corpses.
There's lots of gases that come from rotting corpses, but I'd say that HeIIer is probably around my age, so he's lived through some of the same grift. My comment was the grift is real. You know that
the grift is real.
Fear sells and business is booming. But back in the 70s, it was that we're going into the next ice age. Now they've reversed that and said that it is the next whatever. Everybody gonna burn up. So this is not new.
Global warming.
And it's all bullshit.
The earth heats up. The earth cools down.
Yes.
It's a cycle.
Well, and it's just like the solar cycles, which is an 11-year thing.
And y'all fucked that up by shooting the rock.
Well, we don't know what about shooting the rock's gonna do. But like I said, they
fucked up the natural balance of shit.
That will
shot the rock.
That will be across the internet for days. They don't even know that it has moved the rock. You know.
They don't know that it has moved the rock.
No, it was a matter of impact. Everybody was yelling and screaming and congratulating and high-fiving and popping the champagne, all that stuff. And it's just like, what if you all have done something really bad?
Yeah. Like it's just teetering now. It's going to cause all the other... It's going to bump into all
Newton's
the other
cradle.
asteroids.
Newton's cradle.
That's what I'm saying. Don't shoot the fucking rock.
It's too late now. It's too late now.
I know it's too late, but damn it.
But don't we have enough things going on down here that need to be addressed? Unless it is that they know something that we don't know. Do I really think that they had spent millions and millions of dollars on something that may happen in 150 years? Now, I don't know. Maybe they did, because it's
I do.
The governments are very free with other people's monies.
Yes. Even though their monies is our monies.
Absolutely. The government has no money of its own. So they have bled the taxpayers dry. And it's like, take care of your own. Clean your own house before you try to mess with somebody else's house that does not keep house the same way you do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that.
They're the ones that are in debt to other places.
But anyhow, that was an interesting thing to observe. And I'm sitting here going, I wonder what happens now. But I found this from the Daily Star, which I think sometimes they verge very, very much on the National Enquirer and actually on Not Mysterious Mysteries. But Bat Boy, Weekly World News. That's what I was trying to say.
Bat Boy.
They got some things I'm like, what the hell? But over the past so many days, it's been slim pickings, because you had funerary pageantry and stuff that everything, even my go-to people. But now Bat Boy was not invited, from what I understand.
Why was Bat Boy not invited?
I don't know.
What did Bat Boy do?
I don't think that he had the right apparel. I think that's why he was shunned. We could have got him a tiny tux. We would adopt the Bat Boy.
Yeah.
But anyhow, this is from the Daily Star, and this is by Stian. It's Stian. Is that how you say that? Stian? I'm not familiar with that name. Alexander, from September 24th of 2022. It says that saucer spotters are in a spin. Got to have that alliteration there. Over fears that 6-inch aliens could be planning to target Earth. It worked with the rocket against the asteroid. It went right along with that. It says that British UFO Research Association, which is Bufora, it's like our MUFON, has been sent a report of a pocket-sized alien. And there are claims that the mini-Martian could be a scout for an invasive force. A Bufora revealed on its website, quote, "We recently received an interesting email at our inquiries desk from someone telling us that they had seen a tiny humanoid-shaped figure," end quote. The witness, a woman, said it had, wonder why they put that. Wonder why they specified that. Said it had an oversized head but stood little more than 6 inches high. UFO spotter Chris Bonham, 57, of St. Albans, Herts, reckoned, quote, it sounds like they've sent a scout down to check on us. So the next step, presumably, is a full-scale invasion, end quote.
Wow.
Before tried to get more details, but the witness declined, fearing alien retribution. But an insider said, quote, we have absolutely no reason to suspect the witness is not being completely honest in describing what she saw, end quote. Before it says 259 aliens and UFOs have been reported in the UK over the past year, including little green men, spaceships, and abductions. But a spokesman warned, quote, up to 98% of all UFO sightings can be shown to have a perfectly conventional explanation, end quote.
That sounds like something straight out of the Weekly World News.
It does. It truly does sound like a Weekly World News. I think that they would have written that a little bit better, that there would have been like hundreds of them. It's like in that movie, was it The Gate, where those kids had opened up that portal to hell and you had all those little minions that came out? Just one 6-inch alien, and that's supposed to be the beginning, that was the scout, whatever.
That's it? Not 3? Not
No.
5? Not 10?
I think
Not 11:50?
I think somebody had a little
50,
too
11?
much to drink or snort or smoke or something. That sounds like... I want to know if substances were a factor in this. 1 6-inch alien.
It's about like that big.
You could have drop kicked that thing.
You could have squashed that. You could have stepped on it.
It's the big boot. Hey, it'd be like...
SpongeBob the Big Boot.
Be
The
like,
Big Boot.
That'd be like that wolf spider the other day.
Wham! 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 Wham!
I didn't stand there and scream like a...
Wah! Wham! Wham! Wham!
I didn't stand there and scream like a little girl. I took action.
Wah! Wham! Bam! Bam! Bam!
Kid comes out and he's like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm the one squalling. I'm the one screaming and squalling and going on.
She's out there beating something to death.
I'm like, oh shit, she's got the broom. She's beating the window down. She's fell. No, she just hit the fucking spider.
Well, it's like this. These little 6-inch aliens need to stay the hell away
that.
from the cats. Can you imagine what the cats would have done?
That's the size
to
of
that?
a mouse.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what... But anyhow, that's what we have been reduced to on some of this news cycle. But expect this about DART to continue for days. And those days may lead into months and years and whatever, to sit there and go, whoops. We've accidentally killed everything.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
I hope that's not so. I hope
You know that's so. That's how. Have you not watched disaster movies? That's how it always starts.
It probably is. It probably is. So I don't know.
It's like with them messing with these fucking gases. Guess what? They're gonna start the fucking zombie apocalypse.
Well, not only that,
We're gonna have both of that shit happening.
We've got the chimeras, and we'll have a story hopefully in the next.
We're gonna
couple of
have
days.
vampires, chimeras, werewolves, all this shit roaming the earth.
China had admitted that they had cloned this type of wolf. They admitted it. Like I said, this will be coming up in a couple of cups. Yeah. So that's admitting to cloning something. What about the things they have not admitted to? And I'm not picking on China, because our bunch has done more shit than I'd say all the other nations combined. We're just now realizing the depth of it.
Our bunch has some caucasity.
And it's like, it's not the peoples. It's not the general peoples. It's these governments and stuff. It's the fallen angel technology that's behind all this stuff. Mm-hmm. They are not our friends. The reptilians. But as far as tiny aliens, well, let's look...
Little tiny 6-inch aliens.
Let's
That's
look
a
at
figurine.
Viruses.
Trap that in a tube and pour some resin around that. There you go.
Different viruses and things like that. Are those not alien?
Yeah.
It's like we've talked about the Toxoplasma gondii several times because that's one of my favorites. And yeah, people, it's like, oh, it's the cat ladies. Well, a lot of these people have Toxoplasma gondii. Only in women, it made them extremely, well, that's true too, extremely compassionate. Yes, I have been tested. No, I do not have it. But in men, the Toxoplasma gondii made them reckless and aggressive. Yeah, because that's what it does. It attacks the, I can't remember if it was the serotonin receptors. I think it was. Specifically. Serotonin.
Spare serotonin, please.
And that in the rats, it will draw them to the cats with the intention of this organism being eaten and ingested in the, cat body.
Spare serotonin. Spare serotonin.
So, watch out for the microscopic aliens, the 6-inch tall aliens, the true aliens, the reptilians that they just rubbing everybody's nose in shit these days. They ain't even trying to hide.
The faulty batteries.
We have 6 planets in retrograde. 6. And I think
how horrible is that?
That was something else.
That's some fucked up shit, and it's fucking everybody's shit up.
It is. And on the day of this recording, let me look and see here.
And this shit hurts. This shit hurts.
Absolutely. Let's see here what I was gonna, because I had thought about doing this one today that we have. I can't remember what planet it was the closest to Earth than it had been in lots.
Lots.
Yeah, NASA has called off this Artemis 1 launch again. That's about 4 or 5 times that they have had to. Jupiter. All right. We are recording this on the evening of September the 26th of 2022. And Jupiter will be at its closest to the Earth in 59 years. So that's factor that in.
How many years ago was 59?
2 years older than I am, so that would have been 1963.
What major event happened in 1963?
I'm trying to think if that was the year that JFK was assassinated. So that ain't good.
2020. I just breathed all over you.
It's all right.
2023.
I can't spell. Never give me something to spell that has the word ass in. Yep. November 22nd, 1963. Y'all thought I was making it up about the 11s and 22s. I couldn't even make it up about the 11s and 22s.
2023. It's going to be a shit year.
Anyhow.
This is already a shit year, but damn, it's going to get worse.
Buckle down.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Y'all down there in Florida and stuff, any of the areas that hurricane could get to y'all, be prepared. I'm sure that they are. And actually, there's a Mark Taylor he has the gift of prophecy, and very Christian. And you sort of listen between the words on these people, folks. But over a year or so ago, he started, warning, and plus he's got some common sense and he pays attention. I don't agree with everything that the man says, but some of the stuff, that's where you have to, pray for discernment. When he was saying that HAARP was going to produce some of these hurricanes, intense ones, before the elections this year in November, he was predicting that.
Oh, this shit's gonna hurt.
Buckle down. Buy and store cabbages, folks.
My cabbages.
And turnips. Yeah.
Fuck your turnips.
And I I like turnips.
Fuck your turnips.
Don't be missing on my
What's the use for a turnip?
cabbage.
That's just like a rutabaga. What the fuck is the...
I like the rutabagas.
What's the point of a rutabaga?
I can make a rutabaga salad instead of a potato salad, and they tasty. Yeah.
Who the fuck
They
is
just
you?
hell to try to peel.
Are you human?
No, I've questioned that. There's been lots of people that question
That's
that.
bird food.
I was deployed here,
That's
and
bird
I
food.
probably came down here kicking and screaming. I was part of a pair, and the one was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it," and I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." Yeah. So, prayers for our bunch, if you would, please. Always. If you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, 6-inch tall aliens, get a big boot. If you've got local, regional, or family myths or legends.
Fly smack.
Yeah, you could get one of those electric
fly
flies.
smack.
Uh-huh. Just fry
Get a
that.
fucking tennis racket, man.
Yeah, just boot him off there. Sit there.
Get a jar.
Whap.
You get a jar, you pick it up by the head, and then you just drop it in the jar.
Oh yeah, you could sell that. You could have a sideshow that could last for. Well, you got to make sure you poke holes in the top of the jar.
No, you just dry it.
No, well,
You leave it in there. Alien soup.
you could see what it
Alien
eats.
soup.
You could see what it eats.
No, you let it sit in there and fester. Alien
No,
soup.
no.
Alien soup.
Anyhow, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Yeah, description box. It will have the email address. It'll have various and sundry links. Know that you're loved. We'll
Yeah.
get through this. Humor is one of the best coping skills that you can ever develop.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good, and we will see you all in the next cup. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.